So, yes, it's about 5:30 in the morning here in Vrindavan. Sometimes you just want to forget about paying so much attention to the material body. But the material body really gives a problem if it's not working right to do what the spiritual life wants to do. So you're like forced without really desire. You're forced to take some time. And of course, if you don't take the time, you're really going to be forced. So, I've never seen it mentioned. A technique that I use, I don't know if it's authorized or anything like that. And I'll speak in Spanish too. Tuve una técnica que yo nunca he visto nadie mencionar y no sé si es autorizado, no he hecho ni una experimentos para enseñar que es autorizado, pero hay lógica. There's some logic in this. Srimad Bhagavatam states that the Purusha, when he's manifesting this whole universe and everything, all the manifestation of the universe comes from his body. One of those manifestations is the breathing ground, or what would be called the birthplace, the breathing ground of electricity. Now, the most important part is the breathing ground of electricity of his is personal, and the breathing ground of ours, in minute quantity, is personal. It's not like anybody else's. It can't be replaced. Sorry, Elon Musk. Ahora vamos a conectar esto con también nuestras escrituras. Srimad Bhagavatam, Purusha Sukta confirmado. Del Purusha, de él que creó este universo. Todas las energías surgen de él. Una energía de él, no de alguien más, es la electricidad. El nacimiento de electricidad está en las uñas del Purusha. De ahí vino y, por supuesto, reflejado en nosotros, en nuestros uñas. I've mentioned so many times that all these lines and everything, the nodes here on your hand, even on your feet and everything, they culminate. They're like getting like more condensed and more condensed as they go. And they culminate in your nails. Yo he mencionado antes que toda nuestra energía y todo, ella viene y se acumula o se condensa en las uñas de la persona. Toda la energía es suya. Hay mucha energía de la persona. It's actually confirmed that a yogi, he unites all the electricity in his body, and they even mention how many matches it would be. And in 1 second he burns his body. Es mencionado también que los yogis, ellos agarran toda esta energía de este cuerpo, lo ponen en unión, y con eso ellos queman este cuerpo en segundos y se van de este cuerpo. So, we're not up to that. No hacemos eso. But we want to at least take advantage of these nails and the potency of these nails. They have potency to communicate with your whole body. The communication is like you think in your mind is like collecting everything from your whole body. It's difficult. There's so many places in your body that are not allowing the communication to go on. Todas las personas creen que la mente aquí arriba está comunicándose con todo este cuerpo y todo facilito. No, no es así. Hay muchos bloqueos. Si no comes bien, si no duermes bien, si no... tantas cosas. So, easy way to do, scratch. Arúñate. And also, keep in mind the Purusha, the original, and that I'm representing him in this way. I'm communicating with my whole body. También pon eso en la mente, que esto es representante del Purusha. Estoy haciendo algo para comunicar. I want to communicate with my whole body. Don't scratch to make any markings or anything. Yeah, you just scratch. You want to get a good scratch, but you don't want to scratch making a marking, especially making blood come out. And you just scratch. And in this part of the body, you're going up to the dump. Quieres aruñar, pero no quieres hacer ninguna marcas. Especialmente no quieres que sangre sale. Pero quieres aruñar. Y pensando que estás moviendo la energía. ¿Y dónde lo estás moviendo? Para aquí. Para botarlo. So you're moving all the energy, the bad things, up to the dumping part. Okay? Then, you can also do here. La misma cosa, nada más lo haces aquí arriba. Y aquí, estos son los lugares donde se botan las cosas. These are the places where all this is to be dumped. This is the dumping spot. You know, this is where all the dumping goes on. On the chest, careful, and somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but always circular. En esta parte, nada más haces el movimiento en la misma manera que el reloj. ¿Saben? Todo. So, and to make it a better benefit, always cross this side to this side. Anytime you can do it, because that also crosses the energy. And that's actually how the energy should go. También, cuando puedes, cruza la energía. Este lado a este lado. Este lado a este lado. Porque eso es, los chakras son así. So ellos cruzan. So nosotros cuando hacemos el masaje, hacemos así. Perdón. Estoy viendo aquí adentro y todo está al revés aquí. Okay. Pero everything, when you're looking at yourself, you're not, okay, let's go. And now the navel, everybody knows, is very important. Should be cleaned very nicely and massaged. I got to look at my body to remember what is clockwise. Ahora también el ombligo tienes que tener eso bien limpio. Eso se tiene que poner mucha atención. Okay? Now, on the stomach, it is said that clockwise helps you digest, and counterclockwise takes the hunger away. But I always like a high digestive. I don't have any problem with with high digestion. I have problem with low digestion. Ahora también, en esta área, si vas en la misma manera que un reloj, eso da mejor digestión. Y si vas en la manera contra el reloj, eso pone la digestión para abajo. Ahora, yo no tengo problemas con mucha digestión. Mi problema es que no tengo mucha digestión. So, yo no voy a hacerlo. Y parte de atrás también, no se te olvida. Yeah, don't forget any place or scratching. And the laws are set, actually, it brings beauty to something. Radharani tells Krishna, you don't know how to scratch. Now, just from me hearing that, I know that scratching is very important. If Radharani is bringing to attention, and she's talking to Krishna, but we're hearing this, and she knows we're hearing it, and we're laughing about it. So, Krishna, you don't know how to scratch. And why is that? Because you leave marks. And, pretty deep marks too. So, don't leave marks. So, mencionando a Radharani en esto, ella le dice a Krishna, usted no sabe aruñar, usted no sabe la técnica, usted me deja marcas en mi cuerpo, eso no se hace. So, en esta manera Radharani sabe que nosotros vamos a oír esto y reírnos, que Krishna ni sabe aruñar, pero eso nos dice a nosotros también, que no dejas marcas. Hágalo, pero no lo dejas marcas. Y también deja tiempo para el cuerpo analizar todo. No crees que la mente lo analiza así como un momento, no. Coge tiempo. Also, the mind does not just analyze everything very quickly and acts. No, you have to give it time. So after doing the session of scratching, you wait for some time for doing anything else. Just relax, lay down. Just think about what you have just done. And think what you want to do. If you have some pain in some place, you mention it to the brain. You're giving it all in the information. You're giving information from here to every place. So your brain should know what's going on. So mention it to them. También, menciónalo a tu mente. Nosotros estamos haciendo nuestra fuerza externa a comunicarnos con nuestra mente y él debe de analizar todo y a componer lo que no está bien. Yo creo que eso es suficiente. Las personas pueden saber cómo hacer esto y pasar mejor día. I think that's enough on this, but the main point is Srimad Bhagavatam, Purusha Sukta confirmed. It gives such knowledge there. The Purusha is the origin, but we're a reflection of the origin in minute quantity. So, all these things should be investigated by the person. Not difficult. There's so many ways to do it. Oh, there's one part. The amygdala. the amygdala, just take your hair away and to really activate the amygdala, hit right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. The amygdala gets so confused it relaxes. It gets out of the way. The amygdala is like a thing that just like absorbs. If something's good coming up in the hippocampus and it wants to go into your brain, the amygdala sometimes grabs it. Not sometimes, a lot of times. Especially if you're in distress, if you're sick, if you're weak, this, that, and the other, then the amygdala will grab it because it wants the energy to help you out, but the amygdala can't help you out. It doesn't have any potency. El amígdala se puede confundir cuando pegas la mano derecha, mano izquierda, mano derecha, mano izquierda, mano derecha, mano izquierda. Eso lo confunde. El amígdala se pone para atrás y dice, ok, el hippocampus hace neurons nuevos y usted quiere neurons nuevos aquí arriba, pero ella lo agarra. Si estás enfermo, si estás débil, si estás con preocupaciones, si estás en tantas maneras, ella lo agarra y no lo deja. Pero ella no sabe componer, no tiene hormonas. Ella no produce hormonas, ella nada más produce electricidad sin ningún mensaje. Eso es todo lo que ella hace. The amygdala, it does not analyze things. It's just fight or run. Fight or run. Fight or flight. Fight or flight. Amygdala solamente es pelear o me voy a esconder. So, tienes que callarla. Ella no hace. This amygdala does not make any hormones. It's just an electrical shock that goes someplace. It doesn't know how to fix things. You never want to talk badly of it. It's your first entrance. And then the mind starts developing. So the amygdala is like they call it the primitive part. So you don't want it to confuse everything. So that's a good place. And you can always find so many ways, but always go in the direction where the lymph glands is. This is the deposit part for all the dirt. There's so many ways to do this. Ya hay tantas maneras para hacer esto. Hay tantas maneras para hacer esto, para hacer más profundo. ¿Saben? Así, nada más arriba. Así, más abajo. And anybody with intelligence knows that right here you got a bone. This is very important. This is going right into the bone marrow. Yeah, you can go right into the bone marrow and send messages. Collect messages and send messages. Collect messages and send messages. Just with your fingernails. You know? Just with your fingernails. You're sending messages that you want something. And what's in that bone? I can never remember, but there's certain there's certain blood cells that hide themselves in here. What is it? Okay, can't remember the name of it right now. Hope not Alzheimer's. Okay, yeah, let's see. También aquí sabes que hay un hueso. Adentro del hueso hay células que dan energía, dan mucha energía. Not sperm cells. No me recuerdo el nombre de ella. Pero aquí, si pegas así, eso va profundo, hasta adentro del bone marrow. Va profundo adentro del bone marrow. Y aquí Es donde se esconde yo estoy escondido, el alma está escondido aquí. No aquí, pero aquí. Es el riñón del corazón. No es ahí adentro, pero aquí. Yeah, this is where, this goes deep into that bone, hits the bone marrow, and it hits us. Yeah, the soul sits here. And one of the most important organs, the thymus, sits here. So this is the warrior. This is the warrior goes out and helps you out. Yeah, aquí está el thymus. Él es como el comandante de pelea contra las malas cosas en tu cuerpo. Así. I think that's enough. People who know more of the body, they can figure out and add something or tell me I was wrong. It doesn't matter. But the most important thing is remembering Radharani, what she's saying. Most important thing is remember Srimad Bhagavatam and remembering who gave us this information and pay respects to them. Because those are really are personalities who have given themselves to help us. When I don't even know where I'm qualified to be helped. Yeah. La más importante cosa es recordar Bhagavatam, recordar Srimati Radharani and her y tus lilas con Krishna. Eso es lo más importante. Y también, más importante, es recordar los gurus que nos han dado esta información. Porque sin ellos no íbamos a poder hacer esto. Yeah. Porque hay potencia. De la voz de ellos hay mucha potencia. Okay. Thank you very much.